About a year ago, I watched a video that I think has since proved to be the beginning of a completely new era.
What if I told you there is a system right now that can take natural language input, so whatever description you want, just make something up, and it will take that text and turn it into a surprisingly realistic image of exactly what you described.
Generative AI tools like DALL-E and Midjourney have fundamentally changed the way creativity works in the modern era. Or have they? Good morning, everyone. It is currently 4:12 in the morning. I'm out here in Kyoto trying to get a good picture of this super famous pagoda scene. But when I was here last time, it was in the afternoon and it was super crowded and there was no way I was gonna be able to get a good shot, plus the lighting was crap. We're here way in the morning before the sunrise and hopefully I'll be, if not the only one there, one of the only ones there. I biked here, if you're wondering why I'm panting so bad, and it's quite the hill. It's kind of fun being here at night. There's like, all the shops are closed and there's no one out here. It's just quiet. All right, see that spike right there up in the corner? That's it, and it doesn't look like there's anybody else here because no one else is crazy enough to get up at 3:20 in the morning for a picture. It's slightly cloudy, so I'm hoping, oh, dang, there it is. It's literally Japan. So I proceeded to watch the sunrise and have an amazing time photographing the pagoda. I actually ended up being alone almost the entire time. There's a little birdie that came out for the shot. Oh, there he goes. Just me and the birds. It's kind of a strange thing, but like something I always find like surprising that I don't even really think about like before I notice, but like people just live in places like this. Like this is just like, this is like where they like do their work, right? And like they see this every day. And I mean, I'm sure it's pretty to them, but it's probably also just pretty normal. It's just like, yeah, it's just what my street looks like, right? I felt that way a lot in Iceland because like Iceland is so beautiful. And like there's so many amazing waterfalls and like cliffs and amazing things, but like their people just, they live there. And like their house is just like right next to the waterfall. And it's like, dang, like, I wonder if you stop appreciating it. I would hope that you don't, but I wonder. So I was there and I had sacrificed hours of sleep, and realistically it's such an over-photographed spot that it's not like I was covering any new ground or anything, but still it was so worth it. Not only am I really happy with the end product and happy that I just got to like capture what was in front of my eyes, but also the experience of being there and really like committing to a single photograph like that was just really fulfilling. Okay, so I'm about to head to Odaiba, which is one of my favorite spots in Tokyo. And I'm kind of running out of daylight here, but I really want to go get some photos. So let's roll. I really wanted to be here a lot earlier than I am, but I'm here on Odaiba Island. I'm really hoping to get a nice photo of this view here. It's super pretty, actually. I'm shooting on my film camera because I'm a wannabe hipster. You can probably hear all the cicadas. Japan is so loud in the summer. Like anywhere there's trees, there's bound to be like a bajillion cicadas. And I mean, it's fun, because it's like a stereotype that's true. So I've got my camera set up and hopefully we can capture some of what's going on right here. Look, this is amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Oh, freak, that's amazing. Okay, I gotta film this. Guys, like, come on, look at these colors. This is amazing. This is actually awesome. Beautiful, beautiful as crap. I think humans create art
for a number of different reasons, but I think the main thing is that we just we like it. Like, I'm definitely not, you know, the best photographer in the world by any means, but that doesn't mean I still don't really enjoy the process of, you know, like going out like I am right now and like taking a photo. Okay, the sunset behind you, behind the camera is amazing right now. But that fact that I'm not the best doesn't stop me from wanting to create and wanting to, you know, put stuff out there for people to see. And it's just a really satisfying process. Art really helps us express like who we are and what we believe, what we think is important. AI will only, I think, get better and better at mimicking human art, but it will stay just that. It will stay an imitation. It won't really satisfy the main reason we create art as people, as humans. I think being creative is not just like something that we do for material gain. Like, it is something that comes so naturally as walking or talking, breathing. Like, we are made to create. It's really in our heritage. It's in our blood. Like, that sounds kind of over dramatic, but I really genuinely believe that. Like, I think that's just who we are as humans. Okay, so I have officially gone through my roll. So I gotta go take this in to get developed. I'm gonna pop her open. There we are, baby. Finished roll. Boom. Konnichiwa. フィルムを現像したいんですけれども、これですね。
現像した後はプリントしたりデータ作ったりどうしますか？
いや、普通に現像だけですね。
現像だけで。
はいはい。
X もなしでいいですか？
大丈夫ですね。
All right, I got my film back. So I looked at the kind of negatives when I was coming home, but I haven't actually seen, you know, how they really came out yet. But I am excited. So now I essentially just have to scan them with my little tiny scanning setup and then process them on my computer. What I use to scan is this contraption right here. So we've got a light box here, just an old macro lens and a macro extension tube, and I just put this on my camera, and that's how I digitize the photos. It's kind of ironic that even though, you know, like I shot it on film, it's still eventually going through my digital camera. I don't know, it's just the way it's gotta be. So I'm actually kind of surprised. I got some different results than I expected. So, big grand reveal. Here are the photos. And you know what? Honestly, they're fine. They're only fine, in my opinion. Like, you know, they're just kind of your standard sunset pics. I think that's the thing with sunsets. It's like, it's really hard to capture what it feels like to actually like look at a sunset in real life. But what's also an even bigger surprise, that my favorite photo from this roll is one that I totally forgot that I even took. And it is this photo right here. So I took this early in the morning. I stayed at a friend's house and I just saw like the light streaming in through the like curtain and through the window, the morning sun, and I just thought it was pretty, so I snapped a photo. And this is my favorite photo from the roll, which is funny because like it was such an offhanded thing, and I only got one angle of this window. But I think it's really pretty. I really like the softness, kind of like the airiness to the photo. I think I've got some like a light leak going on as well, but it really works, and it just makes it look really nice. So I'm a fan. And then my next favorite was this one of the Tokyo Temple, and then I also really liked the vibes that the guitar photo got, of course. Now I do think it's pretty likely that art as a career is probably going to change a lot, and it just makes sense because especially things like stock photography and kind of things that are a little bit more on the mundane side are just a lot easier to do with AI, or at least AI will speed up the process rapidly. I also think it's really quite likely that in the future there's going to be a pretty strong distinction between AI created art, or I guess art that's been touched by AI in some sense, and then art that hasn't, you know, that's only been through human hands. I think that is going to be a distinction we're going to start to make, you know, especially looking back. Like, we still value handmade things as a culture, or things made in a specific country or from specific materials. Like, we still value those things. And kind of going along that line, like, I can really see film photography only continuing to get more popular
because it just has such a physicality that even, you know, taking a photo with a regular digital camera still really doesn't have. Even like old school printing techniques, I imagine are going to come back in a pretty strong way. Just the idea that like a photo never even touched a computer is, I think, something that we're going to start to see a lot of value in. So I really think, and I kind of hope that things like that start to come back. I personally have only done black and white printing with film, but I would love to try color printing someday. And kind of going along with that, I do wonder if AI art will ever be, you know, that good. Like, I really believe that humans have souls, that we have a spiritual aspect to us rather than, you know, just like, you know, brain chemicals and whatnot. And I think that is something that AI will not be able to simulate. I think that the depth of human experience is just too complex and too unique to really replicate with a model. I think we're going to be really good at getting probably really pretty close. But I hope, and I don't think that we will ever get to the point where AI is totally able to replicate that the humanity that, you know, a piece of art can bring. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I would like to believe that. Overall, I think things are definitely going to change, probably in a lot of big ways. But in reality, humans are going to stay human, and we're going to keep creating art. Like, it is just what we do as humans. All right, well, thank you for watching this video. I hope it was as enjoyable to watch as it was to make. It was a lot of fun to kind of experiment and try some new things today. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Okay, is that a wrap? 3 weeks in the making, baby.